I'm going to walk you through step by step on how to find grants like a professional. There are millions of dollars available for both individuals and small businesses. By the end of this video, you're going to know where to go to find these grants on your own and how to find the right grant for you. The best place to get grants is from corporations. Those are the big companies that you see every single day as you go to work or on the news. They give away billions of dollars, and all you need is a small piece of that money. According to National Philanthropic Trust, corporations gave away over $21 billion last year. And so there is plenty of money available. And so what I like about corporate grants is that the application is relatively easy to apply for. Most of the time, corporate grants take anywhere between 5 minutes to an hour of your time. And I know time is very valuable. And so just 5 minutes to an hour of your time to get $10,000, $20,000 that'll help better your life sure sounds worth it. And by watching this video in its entirety, you're going to be able to go out and find grants that are perfect for you. And so the easiest way to find money is through a Google search. In the search bar, you're going to include what you are looking for. And then you will narrow down the search by saying whether you're an individual or a small business. And lastly, you'll refine the search even more by including the city or state that you live in. A great example of this would be grants for woman-owned businesses in Dallas. And then you're going to hit enter and a bunch of search results will pop up. The secret tip to getting great search results is to go over to the tools menu. When you select tools, 2 drop downs will appear. The first drop down will give you the option to set the time range. The second drop down will give you the option to see all results or search results that match what you typed into Google word for word. In this case, we're going to change the time range from any time to the past month. This exponentially increases the chances of seeing grants that are available right now. Secondly, you can find grants easily by checking your email. I get new grant opportunities emailed to my inbox every single week because I signed up for mailing lists. A mailing list is where an organization asks you for your email. In exchange, they'll send you a free product or service. And so there are both nonprofit and for-profit organizations that are willing to send you a mailing list for free with the latest grants that you can apply for. And I don't want you to miss the easy chance of getting grants delivered straight to your inbox when all you have to do is sign up for a mailing list. One of my favorite mailing lists that I enjoy being a part of is Lift Fund. Every single week, they send me emails about grant opportunities and free business trainings that I can sign up for. And this is by far the simplest and easiest way to find grants. Next, I look for grants on corporategrantsguide.com. And so corporate grants is free money set aside for a specific purpose to further the company's missions and values. And although these corporate grants are easy to apply for, they do typically have more competition. And so having a website that lists out corporate grant opportunities by the month that it's due makes it that much easier to organize your schedule and your workflow so that you do not miss your chance to apply for these grants. And what I like most about Corporate Grants Guide is that it includes month by month a breakdown of when the grants are due. And as you can see to the left, it includes corporate grants all the way from June to October of this year. After the monthly breakdown, it includes rolling grants. Rolling grants are grants that you can apply for at any time throughout the year, but the earlier you submit your application, the more likely they are to read it and not run out of funding. And a little further down, you can see they include a mailing list. And as we mentioned, joining mailing lists is the easiest way to know about new grant opportunities. And so overall, this is a great website and a great way to stay organized because the grants are categorized by the month that they are due. The fourth place that I like to find grants is on the U.S. Chamber of Commerce website under business financing. And I want you to know that this article link, as well as the others mentioned in this video, will be included in the description below. And what I like about the Chamber of Commerce website is that it lists a variety of different funding opportunities. You have everything from government contracts to loans and free grant money on the state and corporate side. To give you an example, this article talks about government grants that you can find on grants.gov. One grant that they focused on was the Research and Entrepreneurial Development Immersion Grant. This grant is for scientists interested in studying entrepreneurship. And then it goes into detail about how you can get government contracts. And to let you all know, the federal government spends billions of dollars every year on government contracts. So after talking about government grants, government contracts, it then moves on to include over 60 small business grants that you can apply for. The U.S. Chamber of Commerce is by far my favorite place to find grants and additional funding opportunities just by including the variety of funding that is available. And so if you feel like this video is giving you value, feel free to like and subscribe. Also, turn on the bell notifications so that you stay up to date on grants. The fifth place that I like to go to find grants is iPhonewoman.com. Grants featured on this site can range from $5,000 up to $25,000. And what I like about this site is that it offers grants for women-owned businesses in the US and other parts of the world. To name a few of those countries, we have Ireland, Poland, and Vietnam. And I know people from around the world watch my channel, and I want you to know that there are grants available for you as well. And not only do they provide free money through grants, but they also connect businesses with additional funding opportunities through crowdfunding and loans. In addition, they provide a free grant planner that walks you through what you need to know and what you need to do to have the best chance of getting the grant. The next website that I like to look at for grants is grantsforwomen.org. What I like about this site is that it offers grants for women from a variety of different backgrounds. Whether you are a small business owner, whether you are a single mom that's going through some financial troubles, there is a grant for you. And so grantsforwomen.org organizes their grants alphabetically. And I would recommend that you go to the blog section to find grants, as that will be the easiest way to find free money for you. Lastly, Ryder over at Skip has a great lineup of grants available for small business owners. He has helped over 20,000 businesses get funding, and their team will set up phone calls with you so they can walk you through and give you tips on how exactly to fill out the grant application. And whether you need assistance getting a grant or getting a loan for your business, they will help you. And so these 7 are great resources that provide free information about grants and business funding. In terms of knowing whether to apply for the grant, you need to consider 3 things. The first thing you should consider is, when do you need the money? If you need the money right now, a grant will likely not be the best option. Typically with grants, you need to apply, wait for the deadline, wait for the deliberation period, and finally wait another month to get the funds in your bank account. So at bare minimum, it can take between 2 to 4 months to get grant funding. And depending on when you need this funding is a key factor in determining whether or not you apply for the grant and when you choose to apply. The second question to consider is, do you fit the organization's intended audience? For example, Galaxy of Stars is looking to support minority and woman-owned businesses and constantly is giving out $4,000 and $3,000 grants. And so if you are not a woman and if you are not a minority, then this grant is not a good fit for you. And that's okay, because there are a ton of other grants that you can apply for. The third question you need to consider is, how are you applying for this grant? Are you applying as an individual or as a business? Whether you are applying as an individual or a business will influence the type of grants that are available to you. And so if you are a business and wanting to get a business entity, you can check out the video up above and that will walk you through the process. And to let you all know, most of the grants on grants.gov are for organizations and not for individuals. And that's why corporate grants are so important, because they can apply to individuals, businesses, and nonprofits. And so if you consider these 3 questions, you will know whether or not the grant is a perfect fit for you. And so in this video, I've shown you 7 ways to find grants on your own, and I've given you 3 questions to consider when knowing whether or not the grant is a perfect fit for you. I cannot wait to see you next time. Peace, stay building, bye.